guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot. So very versatile player.
Here's Garnett, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
A lot of space out there in transition when you get that far away from the hoop.
And Wilson Chandler, 2 seasons now removed from hip surgery, showing no ill effect last season as he started at the small forward spot in the place of the injured Danilo Gallinari.
Gallinari in the corner. Now the pass to Chandler. Fareed the pass to Chandler. And again, it's Denver.
It's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession. What you like about Chandler, an inside-out scoring threat, and he's an explosive finisher around the rim, too, with shooting range that stretches out beyond the arc.
Here's Garnett. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Boyd is just to Lawson. And stolen by Wiggins. And finished off by Martin.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play. You know, last year the Wolves proved they were competitive. No teams pushed them around. But in the Western Conference, being competitive isn't enough to get you to the playoffs.
Here's Levine. Goes back up. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. Nelson's checked in for Ty Lawson. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Levine. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Well, the Timberwolves had a losing record of 23-29 against the rest of the West. Steve, they weren't able to stay in playoff contention for too long.
Well, injuries were a part of that, but in general, this team is still missing a few pieces before they can climb that ladder out in the West.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and Gallinari kicks to Nelson. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The score now all even. And that's now 6 points for Martin.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Payne comes in for Kevin Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Levine. The drive by Rubio.
Chandler with the dive.
Here's Muhammad. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Faried is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
Outside for Martin. Launches it. And he gets the bucket. Martin's got 9.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
Fareed the pass to 4. Fareed dishes to Chandler. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail. Martin attacking from the arc. Gallinari with the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Bennett's checked in for Payne. They get a hand on it. Here's Tang. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. Rebound, Minnesota. Up top, Rubio. Here's Muhammad. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
Minnesota in the lead. Hickson is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Lawson. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Fareed in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
And stolen by Bennett. Out to the right wing. And Gallinari kicks to Hickson. Pass to Fareed. And stolen by Pekovic. Only one man back on D. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Bennett the pass to Wiggins. Into Pekovic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Budinger comes in for Bennett. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Muhammad. Not often you see him take that shot. Budinger's got his first 3 points of the game.
Chase Budinger, former volleyball star, still has that leaping ability, but has dealt with a knee issue over the last couple of seasons. He's trying to get back to 100%. That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
And Budinger, when healthy, Clark a good floor spacer from three-point range.
You know, he's got good lift on the shot. And, of course, he's able to finish above the rim as well. He's been a solid defender and rebounder, too.
And so here's Denver, following the 3 by Minnesota. Gallinari wide open. That is in there. Watson with the assist. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Wiggins. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Fareed. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. To the left wing. Here's Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Budinger. To the left side wing. Wiggins kicks to Budinger. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 11. And the dunk by Fareed.
Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Gentlemen, as you know, Andrew Wiggins was taken as the first overall pick of a talented 2014 class, but should have no problem with the pressure. He's been hyped as the next big thing for quite some time. He said, I think playing at Kansas really prepares you for this. You're basically treated like a rock star wherever you go. I think that really translates to the NBA. Gentlemen.
Unlimited potential, Doris. Thank you very much. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
You know, the Denver Nuggets had a ton of injuries last year. It's hard to say exactly where this team could have ended up if they were able to stay healthy.
A different look for Denver. Nurkic checked in for Reed. Foy comes in for Gallinari. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Will Barton. Minnesota also making some changes. Hamilton's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Martin comes in for Wiggins. And Gary Neal subbed in for Levine.
As you said, Denver last year, injuries took their toll as 4 different players were shut down for the season.
Injuries hit every team, Clark, as you said, but when you lose as many as Denver did, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it really is. And then you factor in having a first-year head coach, Brian Shaw, who I think is going to be outstanding, but injuries can take a toll on even the best of coaches.
At the line for 2.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
You know, you look at how this Denver team is put together. A lot of athleticism across the board, but it seemed as though they were struggling to find a clear direction as a group.
There's the dish to Neal. Feeds it to Rubio. Here's Budinger. Here's Hamilton. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Hamilton's got his first points of the game. Here's Lawson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Well, guys, what you said about Denver last season, you can have all the athleticism you want, but it doesn't matter if you can't get it to work together.
Well, and they would share the ball well. It was just they would play a little bit wild at times. That would get them into trouble. Turnovers, mistakes. I think for this club, it's all about finding the right balance.
Still Minnesota ball.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. On defense, Denver. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Denver needs to do a better job guarding against Martin.
9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better. Minnesota is in a bit of a difficult spot with their road games. They always have to travel a great distance to get to opposing sites because they're in the Western Conference, and that can take a toll over the course of the season.
Here's Budinger. Another miss by Minnesota. 14 feet away. Martin with the block. But he stays with it. Chandler dishes to Hickson. Over Martin. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Hickson.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation.